Greetings, YouTube. Happy Thursday. Last night, before trying to go to bed, as many of you know, I have insomnia, probably because I never stop working and am addicted to staying productive, which is its own blessing and curse. But I posted a video from a incredible subscriber and really just a forum post champion, DNA 3000, who has really been the MVP for months and really years, crunching numbers and trying to figure out a way to make the game more fun and more easy for the average summoner, if you will. And I then went to bed. Now, I did discuss in that video how I used not one but two level 1 revives by the time I was done completing the first round of the epic side quest for acorns. Now, what's really interesting about this video is that I did not mention part of the reason why I got wrecked. Now, obviously, for most people who are willing to admit it, this content is not easy. It is not supposed to be easy. I almost feel like it reminds me of back in the day when I played Mortal Kombat and each fight would scale harder the more I progressed, and I just had to try to figure out how many quarters I could get through before I ran out of money. And so this is a Mortal Kombat style progression fight, and at least the acorns do continue to grow in value with each fight. But one thing that happened to me that was kind of surprising was that I kept missing parries. And I could have sworn that I tapped my screen at the perfect time to parry. This was something that instantly got me wrecked in at least 2 fights. But I didn't talk about it because sometimes it's not kabam. Sometimes you just miss a parry. It happens, right? At least for the people that are going to admit that they're not perfect at every fight that they do. And there were some people in the video that I woke up to that commented, like, this side quest is easy. You must suck. I completed this 30-minute quest in 8 minutes. I'm like, wow. That's you must be professional, and I must not. But at the same time, what really surprised me was that I woke up to 5, I counted them, different line messages from 5 different users who didn't know each other, who said, Prof, I don't know if it's just me, but I've been experiencing parry issues since the new update and really experienced them in the Squirrel Girls A Cornucopia event today. So I want to be clear that there are really 2 things going on, for my account at least. Those of you who watched my live stream last night saw the really, really bad lag in the game in general. And lag has been around for years in this game, but it used to be, I'll call it the old school lag, used to affect both the attacker and the defender the same way. So for example, if you were doing a 5-hit combo and you were ending the combo by firing off a special 1, and right as you were firing off the special 1, the game kind of froze or lagged, it might take a couple seconds, but eventually it would catch up and you'd land that special 1. And yes, it'd be kind of annoying that you had to wait a couple seconds, but you got your combo in, no harm, no foul. Now, and this really has been the case for several months, but I think it's gotten even faster in the past few patch updates. Now, if you fire off that special 1, the frame rate for the defender is not as affected as the frame rate for the attacker, meaning a normal non-lag situation, you would land that special 1 every time. But now, like especially with somebody like, say, Blade, I'll fire a special 1 and it lags for me. It doesn't lag for them. Suddenly, they're able to do a full block because in the frame rate, there's like a pause that wasn't a pause, but the lag made it a pause between the combo and firing off the special that gave the defender time to block. That defender then is allowed to counter my attack because after blocking that special, I'm still finishing the animation. And suddenly, instead of causing a decent amount of damage, I'm taking a decent amount of damage due to the frame rate difference of the defender versus the attacker. Now, there are people who have told me for months that they think this is a planned thing by Kabam to drain our units and our potions and our revives, and who knows? I wouldn't put it past him, but at the same time, I do not have a large amount of proof that that could be the case. In fact, I don't have any proof that they're intentionally doing this, other than the fact that people have posted help tickets and they'll say things like, we're aware of the issue and we have a large amount of tickets on this, so we may not respond. That's kind of their standard template of customer service. So I thought it was worth it, given that this is still a small sample size of about 5 summoners that have contacted me having the same issues, that I could put out a video asking the community if you are experiencing the same thing. Now, if you're not, I want to hear about it, right? If this isn't an issue for you, that is just as important as if it is. You don't want to have a biased sample size, regardless of what conclusion you think you're trying to prove. Hypothesis is a hypothesis. It is not a proven fact. So, with that amount of education speak being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video and say thank you again to DNA 3000 for starting this discussion of Master Mode over Epic. It is great to know, and the great Seaton definitely helped confirm this, so thank you, Seaton, that when you run out of health and you are in that position of should I use revives or save them, you can quit out of the quest and keep your acorns, because that was the big question really yesterday was, am I going to lose all these acorns, or am I going to have to clear every fight of this content? Because in some cases, especially event quests, right, you have to clear all the content. But thankfully, Kabam at least wrote the code to where you didn't have to. So, time to end the video. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one, and please comment below on whether or not you're experiencing parry and or lag issues with the new update.